Hey, this is Anthony Iannarino from thesalesblog.com, right here, youtube.com/Iannarino, and author of The Only Sales Guide You'll Ever Need. And today in the inbox, a note from Brian. It's kind of long. I'm going to read it into the camera anyway, and then I'm going to give Brian a little bit of advice that might apply to you. I'm in the midst of an existential sales crisis and would like to ask for your advice. After working on an opportunity and developing what I thought was the best solution I've ever put together for a prospect, I just found out that they awarded the business to a competitor. That's rough. It was a panel of 3 people who made the recommendation to the company president, and he made the final decision. I've been able to speak to 2 of the recommenders. They both recommended my company and don't understand why the president chose the other. He's not returned my call or email with feedback, and I hope to connect with him soon. The solution I put together was almost certainly better than anything my competitors could have done, and I took the time to become more familiar with the prospect's business than I am with some of my existing clients. Pretty good. As I run through the opportunity engagement, I see clear shortfalls in how I handled it. I could have been more deliberate and communicative in walking the client through the sales process, maybe. I could have more clearly presented our implementation process, maybe. And I could have done a better job qualifying the president's decision criteria. Okay, all of those things might be true for Brian or for anyone who's gone through this. And if you sell and you haven't had this experience, just wait, you will. You can do everything right and still lose. And you did many, many things right here. So I want you to be careful about being too harsh on yourself, because selling is more like the MMA than it is like boxing. Nobody gets to go undefeated, and there are fights that you should have won that you lost. But you can still be a world champion if you're 5-5. So on big deals like this, stuff like this happens. So here's what I would tell you. I don't know that it was your sales process that cost you this deal. And if I had to frame this up, I would tell you it was they had a process and their process beat you. And as a salesperson, the buyer's process will always beat you. So what you want is a process where you discover how their process is going to work, so you can gain an agreement on what you can do inside that process. So in this case, what you should have done, if you could go back in time and do anything, you would want to say, listen, before you take this to the president, I'd like to meet with you and make sure I've resolved all of your concerns. And if it's okay, can I recommend that I actually help you present this to the president of the company, because he may have questions and concerns, and what we do together here might not meet his needs. I would ask for that, because in every situation, what I want more than anything else is to control the process. I don't get to control the outcome, but I want agreement on the process. So you're thinking here, I could have done a better job qualifying the president's decision criteria. I don't know that that's what went wrong, because you don't yet know why he made the decision that he made. Maybe the one person recommended the competitor, and that person has greater influence and you didn't know that. Or maybe he had his own horse in the race, and you were there as an also ran because he already had in mind what he wanted from somebody else. So you're going to have to do a little bit more digging, but I would tell you, if I had to frame this up for me and somebody who works for me or somebody I was coaching, I would tell you, you need to try to figure out what the process is, and you need to exercise control over the process. What happened to you is that the 3 decision influencers got to go present to the president and you didn't. And had you been there, you would have done a better job representing your solution than anyone else who might carry the ball for you. I know that's a tough ask, and I'm writing a book. I spent today, this computer right next to me, editing The Lost Art of Closing, because if you control the process, you heavily influence the outcome. If the buyer controls the process, they make bad decisions, they spend too much time, they don't get the outcomes that they really want because we didn't do our job of giving them good counsel like a trusted advisor, and that means telling them how the process is going to work. I'm Anthony Iannarino. Hit the subscribe button while you're here. I'm going to throw the big banner at you so you can come out and join me at thesalesblog.com/newsletter. My best work every Sunday in your inbox first thing in the morning, so you can hit the ground running on Monday. And I will see you back here tomorrow, because this show is every day.